He wanted to turn the car around and head home. He wanted to turn... He would spend the rest of her pregnancy... Oh, God, where should I start? Let me go back. He knocked on the door and hard. Not really. Okay. And who's to say he ever left? That's the creepy thing, right? Ooh, I just got the chills. Yeah. Chapter 30, Reuben's point of view. Yeah. Chapter keep those rollers chapping right. Okay, chapter 30. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Stop the video if you are not caught up. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dina Haynes, and I am reading my book called Neesa, the first in the original reality book series. And you just caught yourself in the middle of really the climax of the whole story. So if you've been coming to the channel, thank you for being so loyal and sticking through the story to get to this point, which is the climax. And if you're new, definitely go back from the beginning, watch. There are links in the video up above, over here, sorry, and down below in the description. And because I'm about to drop some spoilers on chapter 29. So do it now. For those of us who are caught up, you know now Neesa is in trouble. David slinked back into her life, and who's to say he ever left? That's the creepy thing, right? Ooh, I just got the chills. Yeah, he's in her house. He's holding her captive. We still don't quite know why yet, but we're gonna get there. But first, let's get through chapter 30, where we're going to find out where's Reuben. Well, we know where he is. He's in Denver. But what's going to happen when he finds out? And how is he going to find out what's happening to Neesa? So keep watching, keep listening. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon, because you're not going to want to miss a beat from here on out for sure. And let's move on to chapter 30, Reuben's perspective. Chapter 30, Reuben's perspective. How long you in town for? The waitress was, Reuben had to face it, she was hot. Total cheerleader type, brunette, gray eyes, a body made for fun. While desire made him sprout a stiffy down below, he wondered what his Denise was doing. He said, I leave tomorrow, so... She said, well, I could use a study break. Text me if you're interested. He looked down at the receipt she'd slid over in the tray with his change. Her number was on it, along with a heart and her name. He left the receipt and added a few more bills for her tip, then smiled. Good luck on your finals. A minute later, he walked out into the brisk air and sucked in deep, slipping into his jacket. 6 months ago, he would have banged that girl until she cheered for him. His life was different today. Nothing less than a meaningful relationship would do now that he'd met Denise. He headed toward his car, his mood improved by food in his belly. It was time to do this. Following what the campus information girl had said about Edward Surrey working nights, he decided to try and find him at home. He got behind the wheel, plugged the address he'd traced for Surrey's house into the GPS, and pulled out onto the road. After passing the street where his motel was located, he continued down the main drag through town and into the residential area. There were more trees and red brick buildings than he'd ever seen in a single neighborhood. Boulder was homey. He imagined it was similar to the place where Denise had grown up in Missouri. He missed Denise like crazy, and a constant unease made his stomach wobbly. She was the understanding sort, but even this would test her. He wished like hell he could take it back. The worry he must have caused her. She had to carry the baby, deal with the hypoglycemia, and put up with his difficult foibles. He should have been making it easy for her, not creating more problems. He thought back to their first doctor's appointment and her warning about Denise having a baby with her condition. At first he wondered why she'd want to go through with it, but she had loved their child already. She loved him enough to want to shift their relationship into overdrive, despite the fact that they were still new to each other. He would spend the rest of her pregnancy on his hands and knees, begging her to take him back, whatever it took for her to forgive him. He wanted to turn the car around and head home to her right then, tell her he was sorry. But he had waited so long to complete this task, he couldn't stop now, and she wouldn't want him to. It'd have to wait until after he got to the motel later, where he could call her, hopefully with good news to soften the blow. The navigation said, "Turn left onto Poplar Avenue." A minute later he arrived. Large trees obscured the house and its number, so he parked across the street at the curb and got out. Once he confirmed the number, he took a minute memorizing the details of the house, absorbing the moment as he walked closer for a better view. When he was ready, he walked up the driveway past a white Chevy Tahoe. A path leading to the front door emerged on the right. He thought to himself, what do I say to a man I've never met but I suspect might be my father? He thought it would come to him once he was here, but so far his mind was blank. All he knew was that his previous plans to go blazing with hate and anger were out the window. He didn't want to fight after all. He wanted answers. He knocked on the door and heard barking behind it, of the small dog variety, he mused. Reminded him of Enola. A woman's voice spoke up, shushing the dog. She called him Max. The locks clicked and Reuben's heart tried to break free from his chest. Okay, so we're moving. That was the end of that chapter. I'm telling you, it's like potato chips. You're just going to want to keep eating and eating until you get through this part. But this is what keeps the pace going in the book, is these, for me, these short chapters leading up to the moment. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to like combine these chapters, but I'm not. I'm going to string them out. If you have to wait, I have to wait. Let's just wait. Let's just do it. Let's string it out and get it done. So we're going to next read chapter 31. Please hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell so that way you'll be notified when it comes up. Otherwise, it might already still be there, and then you could just keep watching. So let's do it. Let's do it. What am I waiting for? Okay, so I'll see you there for chapter 31, and don't forget to like the video as well. And let's do it.